Oh, what I got on my shirt? I don't know what this matter, cause anyway. What does that matter? I just put a video out. I put 3. Now I gotta put on some sunscreen because I'm going outside. I'm about to go pick up this IKEA table, and then I'm going to be live streaming me putting it together. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go do that. I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but anyway, how's everybody doing? It's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm about to go outside. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. About to go outside, and I want to go to Marshall's, but I'm not sure yet. Fix your wig. Fix what? What do you want me to fix to it? What do you want me to do to it, ma'am? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to fix it? Fix what? I'm not fixing anything. Are you a natural blonde? Yes, I am. Just line up the part. I'm not doing that. I don't feel like doing that. It's a wig. Do y'all understand what a wig is? This is a wig. This is not my hair. It's not meant to be my hair. I don't need it to look like my hair. It's a wig. Okay? I know y'all want to aim for perfection every day, but I don't think so. That's not real life. I have to answer to me. I don't have to answer to what people are comfortable with. Hey, Big Will, how you doing? Hey, Tank, how you doing? Hey, Jim, how you doing? I have to answer to me. You know, you do what's best for you. If you want to spend 2 hours in the bathroom trying to line up edges and parts and all that, then do that for you. Do that for you. I think I'll put this. What does this look like? Right. It makes a big difference in how you feel towards yourself. It makes a big difference in how you feel. You're casting your feelings onto me. You would feel horrible if this was you and you had this wig. You would feel horrible. I don't feel horrible. You feel horrible. You can't cast your feelings about something on to others. You feel how you feel about something, and I feel how I feel about something. And if I'm okay with it, then that's all that matters. Well, then, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. If you don't want to have yourself looking like me, then don't look like me. You know what I mean? Don't worry about me. Worry about you. You and me are two different people. If you wouldn't have yourself looking like that, that's great. That's good for you. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. Worry about your life, not mine. Worry about you. Worry about yourself. Is there an event today, Lim? Oh, no, ain't no event. I'm just running to the store. I'm running to the store. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go to pick up a coffee table. And then I need to go and, what else am I doing? Picking up a coffee table. Oh, I'm supposed to go to the hair store too. My sister wants to go to the hair store, so I'm going there. And marriage rate is about to come back. No fault divorce is about to be challenged. Baby. Once that is destroyed, marriage will slowly return. The marriage rate is about to come back because people can't get a divorce. I don't know about that. If the women can't get divorced, they gonna find a way out that marriage. You know what I mean? They gonna find a way. Thank you, Zam. Let me take you there. Where are you taking me? Oh, coffee table. I'm going to go pick up my coffee table, and then I'm going to live stream me putting it together so y'all can see me putting it together. I don't think it's nothing fancy. It ain't a fancy coffee table. It's just very plain. I'm a very plain person. What that mouth do? I have no idea. This mouth talk. I don't know what you were looking for. But I come on here just to talk. That's it. I don't do nothing else. Now, y'all may have people on other platforms. Men will know that a woman can't leave for absolutely no reason and take a large amount of his. I don't know about that either. I don't know how true that's gonna be. Hey Heather, how you doing? Miss Too Pretty is petrified and horrified by my hair. Okay, she is horrified by my hair, and she's having secondhand embarrassment. But you know what I mean. If you feel embarrassed, for me or for yourself, I don't know which is it. You have to sit with that. sit with being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I don't need to be perfect every day. I don't need to be perfect every single day. I'm not striving to be a character for people every single day and thinking that everything is just so perfect. Your part's so perfect. Your makeup so perfect and all that. I don't want to be that person that has to put on like that every single day. I don't want to do that. That's not me. That's not me. Okay? Let's all get that understood. That's not me. You're not going to see perfection on here like that. I'm not that person. I don't cater to other people. I cater to me. That's it. That's it. Long as I like it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about anything else. Okay? Uh, why are you so worried about my hair? What do you want? Why are you driving yourself crazy? Why are you still looking at me? You know what? If there was something I didn't like looking at, I'm going to scroll on. I'm going to exit out. I'm not going to look. I'm going to say to myself, gosh, her hair is horrible. I can't watch it no longer. I move on. I'm not going to sit here and debate with somebody that I feel like is unkempt. You know what I mean? What's your best advice? My best advice is to mind your business. Stop worrying about what other people doing with themselves. That's the problem with society today. Everybody worry about what everybody else is doing and how they look and all that kind of stuff, trying to project your insecurities onto other people. Everybody ain't insecure about a wig, how they look, their body, and all that. You know what I mean? Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. If you do not like it, you know, if you don't like something, you might as well keep it to yourself because that person may be okay with how they are and how they present themselves. You may not like it, but, you know, that's you. Okay? I'm not sitting here trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not sitting here trying to be perfect every single day. I'm not doing that. Too pretty? I don't know what you now you typing me a paragraph about it. Why do you keep going on? There's an issue there. I don't need you to seem like you want to call me out for something that I don't care about. You care about it. Anyway, you're going with your mom or sister. I'm going with my sister. We're going to the store, going to Marshall, see what they got. You know, I'm trying to feminize my surroundings, like I said. So, you know, I'm going to do that. Go fix your teeth. Now you're going on to another. Because I'm not fazed by the hair, now you're going to talk about my teeth too? What else you want to talk about? What else you going to talk about? What else is going to make you feel more superior or better? Tell me. Tell me what else you want to talk about so you can feel good about yourself. You just irritating someone trying. You ain't looking out for me. You don't like me. You don't care about me at all. You don't like me. A person who truly care and like me and care about me is not going to say the things you saying to me right now. That ain't it. That ain't how you talk to people. That ain't how you deal with people. That's not how you do that. That's not how it's done. You know, figure it out. Come back. Come back later when when your mind is clear. Uh, As long as we know that we stand to lose subsistence in family court, men will delay and avoid their legal and financial risky commitment. Modern man, boy, unapologetic. You really own it. You really own the marriage. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with this whole marriage thing, but either a lot of women not gonna get married, which is seeming more and more like the case. Women just ain't gonna get married, especially now that they talking about, you know, basically taking away the right for married women to vote because their names don't match their birth certificates and stuff like that. So there's that. So that's gonna be an issue. So women may not get married at all. They may not. They may just say forget it. Your daily average troll. Yeah. Um. Mhm. So I don't know. I don't know. Marriage is gonna look different in a couple years. A lot of people probably not gonna do it. Not Heather. Mm. Yeah, it doesn't make it. Kind of don't, cause it's very expensive. You know, to go through all that, and then find out you don't like the person, then you gotta get divorced, and you gotta go all through the financial stress of of doing that. So that could be an issue. Marriage is not easy. It's not easy to stay together and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think these women gonna get married. I think you're gonna see less and less marriage. You're gonna see less and less children. That's yours. Then you're gonna see less and less children, less and less people getting married, all that stuff coming up. Especially if it affects the vote. You can't vote. IKEA has a good table. Yes, they do. Now, according to some of the reviews, when you read some of the reviews on IKEA, them people go so hard at IKEA, talking about it's so horrible to put together. Some of it's cheaply made. I think they make all their own stuff. So they make all their own stuff. So it's probably just very quickly made stuff. And that's why it's cheap and stuff like that. But some of the stuff is good. I got an entertainment center from there, and I like it. It is good quality to me. And the selfish version of a woman want too much, nothing is normal. What do you mean what they want too much? What do women want? What do you think women want? IKEA wants you to, yeah, they want you to put all that shit together like a transformer. I don't know if they do all that to build your character, make you a stronger person or whatever, being able to put all that stuff together. It is an accomplishment once you get it all together. It's like, yes, 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 yes. I got this together. Mm-hmm. A marriage like love and hip hop. That's what women want. You think women want marriage like the Love and Hip Hop show? Who the hell want that? Who want that? Who want a marriage like that? Hey DNA, how you doing? Who want a marriage like that? Don't nobody want no marriage like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think no woman want a love and hip hop type of stuff. Cause there's some of them men be sleeping with their friends and stuff. Cat fighting and all. Don't nobody want that. You know what women probably just want? Just a person that is stable in their life. That's stable. That's number one. You stable in your life. Your life is stable. You don't have a whole bunch of chaotic issues and problems. And, they want you to be able to take care of yourself. That's not what part that you want. Me either. Yeah, there you go. Consistent. Somebody that's consistent, transparent, and stable. That's what women want. You know, they want to see that you can take care of yourself. You know, you an independent man, and when things come up that's a problem, you able to handle it. That's it. It's very simple. I don't think the average woman is looking for some rich billionaire type of man and all this kind of stuff. Cause there ain't too many of those out there. And the billionaires, the rich men we have, you know, they don't look all that great anyway. You know what I mean? The average man look better than some of these billionaires and millionaires. You know, they got all the money in the world and walk around looking horrible every day. If I got all that money, I'm not gonna be like that. You know what I mean? You got all that. You got billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Car, boats, vacations, bad friends, money without having to work for it. What? No, I don't know about that. Women want just regular men, average men who care about themselves. That's stable. That's about it. Thank you, Rachel. You know, women not looking for all that. Yeah, right. Just a regular man. You know, that knows that a relationship takes two people to make it work. Somebody who's self-aware. You know what I mean? Women are very simple. I think y'all watching too much Instagram and too much social media. Y'all paying attention to, you know, these women that are aiming for all this perfection and all this kind of stuff. Those are not average women. Those are people that are characters of themselves. You know what I mean? They do all that extra stuff because they want something from somebody. You know what I mean? They want this rich man. They want, this whatever it is they trying to obtain. So, they go extra. They go extra. And so that's what y'all comparing regular average women to, is these women who are online to advertise, to sell stuff, to influence you and stuff like that. Those are not average, just regular women working as a clerk, working at the bank, working in some accounting department, working at the library. You know what I mean? What? Too pretty? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You need to go get some coffee or something. Go get you some coffee and come back. You flipping out early in the morning. I mean, it's not early in the morning, it's afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. You flipping out. You flipping out. Wait till you see my next wig too, Emily. I got a wig just for you. You gonna love this wig. When you see this wig too, Emily, I want you to come back, okay? I got a new wig coming up, and it's going to be fabulous. You're gonna absolutely love it. I can't wait for you to see it. So why 90% women feel that way, even the one you talking about? What you talking about? What average women don't be, the average woman you walk up to is not trying to size you up for millions of dollars, looking at you thinking that you're going to deliver her millions of dollars. The average woman is probably making about the same amount of money you making. We in the same level, same class. What you talking about? Okay? What are you talking about? Regular women When I say regular, I'm just talking about your librarians, your clerks, your little accountant, your little uh, assistants, executive assistants, and stuff like that. People that just work regular jobs, that's not working 6 jobs, as an influencer, trying to run a wig business and trying to do this and trying to do that. I'm just talking about people who just got one job. What did he say? Oh shoot. What did it say? Mm-hmm. Go natural. What are you talking about? What's wrong with girl? What is wrong with Emily? I mean, too pretty. She having a panic attack. Before you come online, you should take some vitamins. Drink you some warm water. Take a dump. Make sure you take a dump before you come online, so that you're not talking crazy. I know you are. You come over here to troll and act the fool, and I give you what you want every single time. But anyway, yeah. Stop looking at women as like we all the same. We are not all the same. However, basically, you know what I mean? A good portion of us just want a regular man. That's it. Plain and simple. He got the same color socks on. That's it. Do your socks match, sir? Your socks match? That's it. Do you even brush the one tooth in your mouth? That's all we care. Does your breath smell all right? That's it. That's it. Are you a caring person? Do you know how to take out the trash when you see that it's full without somebody telling you? That's it. It's very simple. A woman is not going to be controlling or any of that as long as you are transparent and you do what you need to do as an adult. As an adult man. If you act like a man, she going to treat you like a man. If you act like a bitch, she going to treat you like a bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. That's right, Big Will. That's right. Yeah. If a man stands on his, I'm not a pastor. Don't lie to me. What? As long as the man can stand on his own and do his thing, and the woman gonna respect him as a man, until he proves otherwise. But trust me, all women ain't gold diggers chasing your construction job money. Okay, we not all chasing your construction job. We ain't sitting around like, oh my God, girl, he got that construction job. I know he make at least $30,000 a year. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that. Yeah, girl, I'm gonna have him pay my car note and stuff with his $30,000 a year. Yeah, he paid child support to some woman or something. But I'm still getting my car payment paid off of him, and then you over there panicking, thinking that she gonna take all your money and stuff. We all on the same level. Thank you, Heather, for promoting. You know that, but more than half do. Don't worry about the other half. Don't worry about the other half. Okay? Don't worry about the women who, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the women that wear the 30-inch bust down, perfection all the way. They spend thousands and thousands of dollars on themselves, so they want a man to spend thousands and thousands. Stop worrying about those women. Stop worrying about those women. Stay in your lane. If you can't afford those women, leave them alone. They weren't made for you. You need to stay in your lane. Stop worrying about those women that want this and that. You know what I mean? Worry about women at your level, in your lane. And there's plenty of them. There's plenty of women within your grasp, within your level. Stay there. Marinate right there in that area. So I just want to marry you. Not me. Trey Gang, you can't afford me. I don't know about that, but stay in your lane. Stop looking at them women on Instagram trying to y'all want to break them down to an average woman level. That's not going to happen. I know that's what y'all want. Y'all want what y'all see online, and you want to break them down to the average woman, and that's not going to happen. Them women spend too much money on themselves. Pedicure, manicure, facials, eyebrows, eyelashes, extra eyelashes, hairdos, back massage, lip suction, lip filler, chin replacement, nose rhinoplasties, and boob lift, butt lift, and all that. Them women spend a lot of money on themselves. Going to the gym, Pilates, yoga, all that, that's a lot of money. And so they want a man, that can be with them and not cause any type of friction because of the money they spend on themselves. You know what I mean? They don't want to be with a man that don't understand how much money they spend on themselves. They don't want that. So what you can do for yourself is stop looking at the women that go the extra mile. That's not your world. That's not your business. Stop worrying about them women over there. They over there. Partner in life. You do all your self-care at home. Yeah, there are women who, do some of the same things on a smaller scale. They got women paying almost $500 for some eyelashes. $500 for eyelashes. They get their eyebrows waxed off, put back on, tattooed on. All of this extraness, which is fine because a lot of them are influencers. They online, they on social media, so they know their audience likes to see that level of perfection. They eat it up. They love seeing perfect eyebrows, perfect lips, nose, boobs sitting up to high heaven. There are a group of people that fetish and love that kind of stuff. They drip, drip with thirstiness watching these people online with the tiny waist and all. They love it. That's not in some of y'all wheelhouse. So accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of men out there that's beautiful. They look like Greek gods out there. They look like they came out from another planet. They so beautiful and stuff. You know what I mean? They do all this stuff. What? I don't feel like you should have to wear makeup every time. There you go, Season. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit here and put on makeup every single day like that. That's crazy to me. Oh, you wear swinging tank top at the doctor's office. Mm-hmm. Even even if a woman gets something done, like they still should know how to do it. They said, do you know how to give yourself a pedicure? Do you? Do you know how to give yourself a proper? When the last time you gave yourself a pedicure and all this stuff? And maybe you should know how to cut your own hair. Do you cut your own hair? I mean, you should know how to do that yourself too. To be honest, you should know how to do that yourself too. While you complaining, talking about this women, them women, them women, should know how to do this and that and that. Not everybody can cut their hair like that. Okay, everybody don't have that skill. You cut your own hair. Are you bald or something? You bald. You bald headed. I know that's right, Heather. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. But not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? Just because you can do it doesn't mean everybody else can do that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with seeking out those services to get what you want done. You know, sometimes we take on too much stuff ourselves when really we need to delegate some things to other people to make our life easier. You know, if you work two jobs and you got a family and all that, sometimes you don't want to sit there and do your own toes and do your own nails and do all this stuff yourself. Sometimes you don't want to do all that. And so you go to a service to have somebody do it for you so that, you keep yourself up, you know, without exhausting yourself by adding another task to your already packed day. You know what I mean? That's why people delegate and do that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. There you go, Heather. People can cook and still go to restaurants. I don't know what his problem is. I have dreads, shape my line and face. Mm-hmm. But not everybody can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Talking about you should be able to do all this stuff on your own. Everybody ain't up to doing that. Everybody don't have the patience. That's number one. To do a whole bunch of this self-care stuff, sometimes you gotta have an extreme amount of patience with yourself. You know what I mean? When you go to these services and stuff, eyebrows, lashes, hair, all this stuff, you are paying them to take the time to do the stuff. And that's their business to be patient with you and take their time and do your eyebrows and all that. By DNA, you know what I mean? That's their business to be patient and take their time with you. I don't have the patience to do a lot of stuff. I gotta go sometimes and delegate those things because I don't have the patience to sit and do certain things. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you talking about. You wish you could chat with me? You can. I have an Instagram. It's called Dope Beauty Legend. Now, you know the rules. Do not send me no nasty pictures. But you can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me on Instagram at Dope Beauty Legend. I don't have no content on there. There's not a single video on there. I don't think. Maybe one. I don't know. But Dope Beauty Legend. That's my Instagram. You can send me messages on there. You're not a freak. Well, that's good because I get freaky shit all the time. People sending me all kind of stuff with bad production. Have you started group lives on Substack yet? No, not yet. I am going to. I just don't know when. I don't. What the problem is, Big Will. I'm trying to figure out what kind of content to talk about on there because most of the atmosphere is political on Substack. It's a lot of political stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I fit in there and what to talk about on the live stream. Um, most ladies are so dependent on salons they forgot how to take care of themselves. Not saying most models. Why you think women forget how to take care of themselves? It's not that women forget. I guess you didn't hear Heather's message a minute ago when she said there are people who can cook very good, but they go out to restaurants. It's not about forgetting how to do something. It's just delegating a responsibility, a task, to somebody else. That's it. I don't want to do everything all the time. Do you want to get on the roof and in the wintertime and fix a pipe, fix the roof? I don't think so. You hire somebody to do it. Do you want to be, now everybody want to cut grass. I hate grass. Ugh. But everybody don't want to be outside in 90-degree heat cutting grass. They hire somebody to do it for them. You be on? Okay, thank you, Big Will. Yeah, right, they need clients. And that's why they perfected their craft, because some of the stuff they do, you ain't going to really be able to duplicate that at home. Unless you have been trained like them. Unless you have went to school and been trained like a beautician or a barber or whatever. Unless you've been trained like them, a lot of that stuff you are not going to be able to duplicate. Unless you just have a passion for hair, nails, or something like that, or whatever it is, the average person ain't gonna be able to duplicate what the beautician, nail tech, and all that, what they doing. That's a talent. And not everybody got talent. I mean, I'm pretty sure most women feed themselves every day. Men feed themselves every day. You know what I mean? If they don't have no money, they gotta cook an egg or something. Cook a potato, a steak, or something. Yeah, right. That's right. If you can fix it yourself, fix it. It's cheaper. But if you don't know how, and you terrified that if you try to put that tire back on or take it off or whatever, that your tire go fly off and hit somebody's car, then I suggest you go to a professional. Right, Heather? You know a woman that you know a woman that can't cook no eggs. Is she from Earth? Is this a woman from Earth? You a soul chief chef? Chief or chef? You can't make eggs. Why can't you make eggs, Bridget? What's going on? It's very simple. It's the most simplest thing you can ever cook. You get a pan, depending on the kind of pan. I mean, most pans, you need to put some oil in it, some butter or something in the pan first. on medium heat. You don't turn it up to high hell. Okay? Unless you don't want to be here no more. Because you turn it up too high, the whole place gonna catch fire. Medium heat. Some butter oil or oil. Put it in a pan. Crack your egg. Whip it up. Put it in the skillet. You get a spatula, a soft silicone spatula, and you just slowly push the egg. Push it, push it, push it. Push it, push it, push it. And it starts to cook. You know, you scramble it. Or if you want it a fried egg, you just crack it in the skillet and just let it cook. That's it. It is not complicated. Nowadays, women can't. That's why we get married. Who get married? You talking to me? You talking to me? I need a type of next time because Google can't translate my accent and got me saying, oh hell. Yeah. You need to talk to AI. AI can understand you. So talk to Gemini. Gemini can understand you. Men, cooking is not my skill. I leave the folks. I know that's right, Heather. You know your place, Heather. That's what I like about you. You know where you stand. You said I ain't cooking shit. I have somebody else do it. That's what I'm talking about. Men can cook better than most ladies today. I don't think so. I had a man cook me one time a pot of red stewed tomatoes. He had a fish head in there with the eyes still in it, peanut butter in there, corned beef, and okra, and boiled eggs. I said, what the hell is that? He said, oh, you gonna love this. You gonna love this. Then he ate it, and he said, don't eat that. That's the nastiest stuff I ever made. That's nasty. Don't eat that. We're gonna order pizza. Men are good at cooking a few things. You know, meat. Men are good at cooking meat because meat requires hunting. You know what I mean? You know, people hunt for meat, and men are good at cooking meat. You know, you give a man a steak, he can cook it most likely. I'm the best cook. I used to get women like, I mean, you paint yourself as some type of Superman or something. Oh, you had desserts down pat. Mm-hmm. I mean, long as you good at something, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. But yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? At least learn how to cook something. Something. Now, you good at pastry, you good at dessert, that's all. But you know you're not, but you are. I see. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff is not hard to cook. Meat just requires seasoning, put it in a skillet, call it a day. If you're a horrible cook on the stove, you know, some people are horrible cooks on the stove top. The stove top can be intimidating because it requires you to pay attention. If you don't have that attention, you know, you got that attention issue, you got a little bit of that of ADHD or something going on, then I suggest you cook all your food in the oven or a slow cooker. Okay? If you one of those people who starts doing a task and then all of a sudden your attention get diverted to something else, you get a little bit of that ADHD, you got a sprinkle of that, then you need to cook all your food in the oven or a slow cooker. And with the slow cooker, you can just throw the meat in there and some seasoning and some vegetables and call it a day. Even for diabetics. Mm-hmm. You gotta bring more to the table than cookies. Heather said you gotta do more than cook. You lying. It's a light in here. Really, Dion? I cook for famous people, so I know my food is. Oh, okay. Your food good. Mm-hmm. I talk about lady right now. I eat nothing. She makes it. Well, now why are you with her? If that's the main thing that you care about, if you care about a woman that could cook, then why in the world do you want to be with her and she don't know how to cook? It seems like that's disturbing your soul. Mm-hmm. You need to get yourself together. Okay? You need to get yourself together. You know what I mean? Why are you gonna talk to somebody when that's the main thing you care about is them knowing how to cook? That's why I was brought to your channel. What you brought to my channel? What you brought to my channel for? What you talking about? I'm not cooking. Destiny. I'm not cooking at all. Okay? I will not cook. I don't cook for nobody. I don't cook for myself hardly anymore. I don't do none of that. I don't be cooking. I'm not cooking. I keep cheese and salami. You will cook for us. I don't know if I like your food. Do you wash your hands before you cook? Cause that's a big one for me. If I see that you ain't wash your hands before you cook my food, I'm walking out. I'm walking out the door. Hello, Lawrence. How you doing? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stick around if you don't wash your hands. You hand and food wash. Oh, good. You wash your meat and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna be with nobody that don't wash their meat. You know what I mean? That's disgusting. Wash your meat. Get that lemon and lime juice on that chicken and get going. You know what I mean? Wash your meat. Yes, wash the chicken. But I don't know if I trust you cooking my food. You know what I mean? Where you from? What state? What country? Where you from? I don't know about you cooking me no food. I don't know. Depends on where you from. You from Harlem. Oh, you in New York. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what y'all be eating out in New York City. Besides chopped cheese, you know, y'all got us hearing about that every time I'm on social media. That's all y'all talk about is the damn chopped cheese sandwich. And some sandwich y'all eat for breakfast that is just bread and cheese. I don't know what it's called, but it's some type of sandwich y'all eat. What do y'all call that? And it's just, to me, it look like like a block of cheese and some bread, but y'all call it something. I don't know what y'all call it, but y'all got some strange. Y'all eat some strange stuff. Spanish food, Jamaican food, Mexican food, chopped cheese. That's all y'all eat out there is chopped cheese. Y'all eat sandwiches a lot. I never heard of y'all eating real meals. You know, like real food, like a plate of food. I think it's because all the New York people are always on the go. They just run around all day long. And so all they can do is eat a sandwich. I don't know. I don't know what y'all be doing in New York. The last time I was there was 2000. It was before COVID. Yeah, I was there before COVID. I cook, I don't eat outside. Okay. Boy, you don't like nobody to do nothing else for you, right? You cook your own food, you cut your own hair. What else do you do? We just got Bojangles. Y'all got Bojangles in New York City? How's that going? We don't have no Bojangles here in Indiana. All we got is crazy Popeyes. And Church's Chicken. We still holding on to Church's Chicken. That's all we got. Church's Chicken, KFC, and that's it. What do you mean it's not the same? It's not the same like it used to be? The only time I've had Bojangles is in North Carolina. I went to go visit some people there, and it was good the first time I had it, and that was it. I haven't had it since. What I want us to get is a Buc-ee's. Somebody let me know when Buc-ee's comes to Indiana. That's what I want. I want a Buc-ee's because I want me one of those. There's two things I want from Buc-ee's. If somebody want to bring it to me, let me know. I want one of those brisket sandwiches. One of those brisket and some cherry sour candy. I want the cherry sour candy and the brisket sandwich. That's all I need from Buc-ee's. And a t-shirt that says Buc-ee's on it, you know. To look like I went there, but I didn't go there. Now we have this new thing in Indiana called Cat's Deli. We have that. We got Cat's Deli. We got that. There must be like a national chain or something. We got that. We also got Wawa, which is a horrible store. I went to Wawa. My sister was so excited when it opened. Oh my God, Wawa is open. We gotta go there. I said, what the hell is a Wawa? I went in, walked inside. It's an introvert's nightmare. That store is too small and it's too many people. You never heard of Buc-ee's? Oh yeah, you gotta watch some videos about Buc-ee's. People go there like a field trip. It's like a Walmart size gas station. That and Jungle Gym. If you haven't been to Jungle Gym, you should go there. They have a statue. Well, it's not a statue. It's real. They have a real piece of butter that's very tall in a case. A very tall case of butter. You know what I mean? And they have all kind of wine. They got old school pastries and desserts and all this kind of stuff. They got all kind of meat, alligator meat, all kind of stuff. I want them to bring cookout to NYC. What the hell is a cookout? You never heard of these places? Yeah, you gotta visit one day. Bucky's, Jungle Gym. Jungle Gym is just a huge grocery store. I mean, it's gigantic. It probably take 3 days to go in there and see everything they got. I mean, they got so much stuff. It's overwhelming. It's more of a tourist attraction type of grocery store. Cookout NYNC. What is a cookout? I ain't never heard of that. That's a restaurant? We ain't got that. We got church here in Indiana. We got church and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of food places. You know, it's more look on YouTube. Yeah, I had to look it up. I never heard of it. Have y'all been to Slutty Vegan? I wonder what that's like. Yeah, Trey. We need to go to travel down to Bucky's. Now Bucky's is in Texas and Jungle Gym is in Ohio. So we have to travel from Ohio to Texas, you know, to go to both places. I don't think they have a Bucky's in Ohio. Maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe they do. I think it's in Texas. Anyway, so we gotta go there. Now, you gotta bring you a lot of money to go to Bucky's because they're gonna have a lot of stuff you like. So you're gonna need at least a band on you. You're gonna need at least $1,000. So you know, bring 1,000 for you. Bring 1,000 for me too. Bring 1,000 for you and bring 1,000 for me too. And then we can, you know, travel to Bucky's and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that'd be a great trip. We could go in the summer. So let me know when you're ready to go in the summer. You know, you just gotta have $1,000 for you and $1,000 for me. You know, not too much, not too much. Now, if you don't have 1,000 for you, you know what I mean? If you don't have 1,000 for you, you know, you can give me the 1,000. You know, whatever you got for yourself. You know, if you got $20 only for yourself, then you know that's all you getting is $20 worth of Bucky's. You know, I'm just saying. You know, figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. I'm just here for the ride. You know, I'm just here for the vibes and having fun. You know, going to get the brisket and the candy. I'm going to bring 1K for me, 1K for you, 1K for your cat. What? What? What the hell? I said women don't want nothing. You know, women want to laugh and have a good time. You know what I mean? Most women, that's all they want. You know, average people, that's all they want. So, I'm not asking for nothing. You know, we going on a trip to have a good time. No, you ain't got me. I'm just saying we going on a trip to have a good time. You know, for emergency purposes, it's good to have like, you know, kind of like an insurance, traveler's insurance for a road trip. You know, you covering me and you covering yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, think of it as more insurance related, not personal. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not gonna be spending your $1,000 to get some new eyelashes and a new face and a new forehead or nothing like that. I ain't doing all that. I'm just going, you know, to Bucky's, have a good time, get a couple of drinks, you know, at Bucky's, you know, like a cherry limeade and some cherry sours and the brisket, and that's all I need. You know, the rest of the money is just insurance. You know, for a safe trip. That's it. That's it. You know, I'm here for the vibes and a good time. You know, that's all I'm here for. Yeah. We're going to have fun. We're going to have lots of fun, lots of music, you know, laughing, talking crazy in the car, you know. And you got to drive the whole way because I'm not doing that. I don't drive. I'm not driving none of that stuff. Too Pretty said, no, take the money. Ah! Well, you know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, you know, whatever you want to donate to the congregation, and go ahead. You know, other than that, you know, you have the free will to say no. But I urge you not to. I urge you not to. I urge you to, you know, comply. But anyway, I have to go because I got to go to the store. I can't stay on here or I'm not going to be back on my live stream to put my IKEA coffee table together. Now, I would love to have somebody else put it together for me. You know what I mean? I would love to have somebody else. I need to be able to call somebody and say, hey, what you doing? Yeah. I got this coffee table. Can you put it together? Oh, you be over? Oh, okay. I ain't got that right now. So I got to put it together. So I'll be on my live stream struggling probably to put it together, okay? You come from, why you keep talking about you come from Harlem? What do y'all do? Y'all got special skills? Anyway, you guys have a wonderful afternoon, okay? I will see you guys later. Bye.